Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 19th, 2017. We're going to have a cold front that's going to be approaching the region today. It's going to finally get rid of this oppressive humidity that we'd be dealing with over the weekend. It was very, very oppressive yesterday, but we're going to have that again this morning with the humidity until this front comes, finally kicks through, and that won't come through until this evening. So you're going to have another day of this really humid tropical air mass, and I say tropical because there's going to be some tremendous rainfall rates with some of these storms that we're expecting later today. So this is the cold front moving through, and it's not going to come through for most of our coverage area until we get to the afternoon and evening hours. And again, I did mention the heavy rain potential. There also is a strong wind gust, straight line wind gust threat, which could reach severe levels today. So we're going to be watching for that. The Storm Prediction Center does have parts of our area highlighted for a slight risk and an enhanced risk. So we're going to be following that closely. And I really don't think you're dealing with too much in the way of hail today. Maybe in some discrete cells that fire ahead of the main line. Same thing with tornadoes. Not really a big threat there either. Looking at just mostly heavy rain, very heavy rain, frequent cloud ground lightning, and then those strong wind gusts with these storms as they move eastward. Let's move this a little bit ahead. Just want to show you what it looks like as it marches across the state. It starts to come into again, it could be a few congealed or a few discrete cells out ahead of it, and then when we get into later in the afternoon, this line is going to congeal into a line segment, or maybe even a Boeing line segment, moving eastward here. So let's go over to the NAM high-res future simulator radar. This is starting off at noon. Again, you might have some embedded thunder here, but out here in central PA, but I really don't think it gets its act going at this point for areas in central PA. So our concern is not for there. Our concern is for probably from that line eastward, or southeastward. Because anything you get, anything west of there, over the mountains, it really doesn't look like anything's going to get its act together. Until we get to about 2 o'clock, you could have started something just west of Harrisburg, or starting to form there. Again, this will be east of State College, east of Williamsport is what we're thinking. All right, from that line, it is true of where these storms could get pretty nasty. Again, you might have something discrete fire ahead of this, where you could have an opportunity early on for any hail or any rotation, but I don't expect anything grand scale with that. Your actual line that's going to start congealing, you'd see this is starting to bow out here. This is what we're going to be moving eastward, and we're going to be watching for that to take place on radar today. And as we move out to the mid to late afternoon, here's 4 p.m. You can see the bow right here. This is what the NAM is suggesting. When you have that bow on the radar, that suggests a lot of winds focusing very strongly at the center here, and you could have some pretty good thunderstorm wind gusts with it as well. So once it congeals, any threat for anything other than as far as tornadoes and hail, it greatly diminishes. You're just dealing with a straight line wind damage threat, and also frequent lightning and very, very heavy rainfall with the precipitable water values as high as they are, and the tropical air mass in place. Again, here's now 5 p.m. Here's 6. It continues to march eastward. Here's 7. Gets to about the Delaware River and in northern New Jersey up to New York City, Newark area. At that point, here is 8 and 9 p.m. And then finally, this is starting to move off the coast around 9, 10 o'clock. So this is not going to stick around all night, and I think it's going to become partly cloudy overnight gradually for some other areas. Will become partly cloudy overnight, and as this mess moves out of here, and we're not going to be dealing with this long. But again, we're going to be dealing with some pretty strong storms coming across, and it might not be the entire line. You might see this, but you might see the line as this is advancing eastward. You might see severe thunderstorm warnings issued from the northern to the southern part of the state ahead of the line. It's very possible, but I do think there's going to be sections of this line that are going to be stronger than others, and that's what we're going to have to watch for. And of course, we'll send out in My Pocket Meteorologist to those subscribed, so you're staying ahead of this. We're not going to send it out last minute. We're usually ahead of the National Weather Service before they even issue their severe thunderstorm warnings. We're already issuing what to expect from that cell before it even gets here. So going a little bit forward, again, this is going into Tuesday now. This is the front moving off the coast. You're going to have a big difference in humidity on Tuesday, much lower, and partly cloudy skies. An even better day here on Wednesday. We're expecting mostly sunny skies on Wednesday. As high pressure moves in, you're probably going to have your lowest humidity day here on Wednesday with the high pressure in control. I know we were looking at this last weekend. We did the weekend of forecast video. It looked like there was going to be some showers around on Wednesday. That's no longer the case. So that has disappeared. The next chance for rain, though, has moved in, it looks like, later on Thursday. And this rain later Thursday is going to be in association with this little weak system off to our north. You could have a late day, just a late day isolated shower or a thunderstorm. Might be a little more scattered up further north. But again, this really isn't a big deal. And then we have a second one coming in behind it. This is looking at Friday. It says an area low pressure moving off to our north. And for later on Friday, there's going to be a cold front associated with this, and it's going to give us some scattered late-day showers and thunderstorms. But again, Friday starts off partly cloudy as well, so it's going to be a later-in-the-day thing where you have the cold front moving down to the southeast, and you have the scattered showers and thunderstorms later in the day. Then we get into Saturday. Saturday does look like it's going to be a drier day. Here's Saturday. Nothing going on here at our coverage area whatsoever. So a partly cloudy day, and then we get into Sunday. You could have a warm front move through in the morning with a few showers, but otherwise, after we get past that, you're now partly cloudy here in the afternoon. Cold front getting ready to come through overnight. It looks like Sunday night into Monday morning. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for June 19th, 2017. Be sure to follow the weather alerts page today and the notifications on the Facebook page and Twitter account that we will be posting any severe warnings as they come out or any severe thunderstorm watches that are issued. And we're going to be on top of the latest information on the weather alerts page. So please follow along with that, and especially on social media when we release anything that is pertinent information for any severe weather that is expected today. Have a great Monday.